Hello friends, today again I am here before you with the model answer of yesterday's question. So today we will be taking up that question, and again for tomorrow we will give another question. So yesterday we gave a question from Western philosophy, and today we will be coming up with a question from Indian philosophy, which we will be dealing tomorrow. So the question which we gave yesterday was, how does Plato's conception of justice relate to his metaphysics and politics? Now, this was the question from Plato and Aristotle, first chapter, of course, in Western philosophy. And this needs to be answered in 300 words. So here, as question says, first you have to explain the conception of justice in Plato's philosophy, and then how it relates to metaphysics on the one hand and politics on the other. And then accordingly, you have to write regarding critical evaluation of the whole idea. What are the critiques? What is its value? And then if there are any comparison with Indian philosophy, that also you need to write. So then it will become the whole complete answer. And then finally you have to conclude. So in first paragraph, uh, justice is in a way defined and an introductory paragraph, and then metaphysically how it relates to metaphysics, that is given. So we will start the answer like, Plato's conception of justice is not an isolated ethical principle, but a unifying idea that bridges his metaphysical vision and political philosophy. So this we should metaphysical vision and political philosophy is imbued in justice. I mean, it's not that justice is some separate thing he is telling. So, articulated in Republic, Republic was written by uh, Plato. Justice is envisioned as a structural harmony between both individual soul and ideal state. So, in Plato's theory, individual soul also needs to be in harmony, and ideal state also needs to be harmony. That we will see in subsequent paragraphs, and that is justice for him basically. So, metaphysically, if you see metaphysical definition of justice in Plato, Plato has given theory of forms or ideas, and that says regarding justice, justice exists as perfect eternal form in intelligible realm. So just like other forms also, for example, beauty, circularity, or any other, justice also is some eternal form. All just acts in physical world are imperfect reflection of this ideal. So eternal form is perfect, but in physical world, if justice or beauty or any other such quality exists, that is imperfect form of that. Now, as earlier paragraph it was told, within individual soul also there has to be justice and harmony and ideal state also. So now within the soul, which consists of three parts, reason, spirit, and appetite, justice prevails when each part performs its natural function under the rational leadership of reason. This inner harmony mirrors the rational structure of cosmos, aligning the self with universal order. And this is justice for Plato. Now, wherever required, if you remember, you can use Greek words also. Here it has been mentioned because, as I told in previous videos also, if you are mentioning the Greek words or Sanskrit words when Indian philosophy issue comes, definitely you are going to impress the examiner a little better. So if you remember, please do mention that, because this may fetch you a few marks better. Now, politically, because individual soul is aligned, and if the inner harmony is achieved, now what is state, or what is ideal state? So politically, Plato constructs ideal city, that is ideal state, as a microcosm of the just soul. It has three classes for a state: rulers, auxiliaries, and producers. And he says that they must perform their designated roles without encroaching on one another. Justice is defined doing one's own work. So this is for state, because if there are 3 classes, they should do whatever the work assigned to each and every class without encroaching each other's jurisdiction, and this is justice. This ensures societal harmony through functional specialization. So societal harmony through functional specialization, this is the main criteria for the justice in society. Governance by philosopher kings. Now he has given the idea of philosopher kings also. So rulers are basically here philosopher kings, who alone apprehend the form of the good, actualizes this order. So this is justice, which is connected with politics and metaphysically in Plato. Now, critical evaluation, what are its criticisms? Let us understand that. So his theory is very elegant and all these things is there, but has faced, I mean, very, very severely it has been criticized. Karl Popper has denounced it as authoritarian and anti-democratic, because he has given the idea of philosopher king and very static kind of class. There is no movement from one class to other. So all these things make it authoritarian and anti-democratic. Aristotle, his disciple himself, has rejected Plato's communalism, arguing it undermines social cohesion. Modern thinkers like Amartya Sen and Martha Nussbaum critique its neglect of individual freedom, agency, and pluralism. The model lacks space for change, dissent, or democratic participation. So this is severe criticism as far as Plato's theory is concerned. Now, a passing comparison, if you see Indian philosophy, a passing comparison can be made with Indian idea of Swadharma, uh, which is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita, which also emphasizes role-based harmony, though with more ethical fluidity. So, in a sense, Plato's idea of justice is a metaphysical blueprint for inner and civic order. So, soul also, I mean, within the human being also, there has to be harmony and order. And in the society also, in the state also, there has to be harmony and order. Coherent and visionary, yet limited when applied to dynamic pluralistic societies, because it promotes authoritarianism, totalitarianism, and all this has been criticism for the Plato. So this completes the model answer for yesterday's question. Now today, next question we will be taking up from Indian philosophy. So the question will be like this: how do Indian philosophical systems differ from Western traditions in their approach to metaphysics and liberation? I just want to tell all the viewers, all the candidates, students, in recent years, there has been a comparative questions numbers has increased. So comparative with Indian and Western philosophy, though, even though it's not, even if it's not asked, then also we can mention it, but directly also comparisons are being asked. So this is one of that questions, particularly based on the model of recent years PYQs. So the question again, I will read it. How do Indian philosophical system differ from Western traditions in their approach to metaphysics and liberation? This has to be answered in 300 words. The answer of this question we will be giving tomorrow at the same time, because I propose to post videos, daily videos from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. in between. And so you can see by that time, definitely will try to post. So tomorrow I will come up with the answer of this question. Thanks a lot for watching today's video. Now